robes sans corset, des chapeaux sans plumes. Vas-y, Coco.
Ça t'embête si je te l'emprunte toujours?
Qu'est-ce que je vais faire sans toi?
T'es jaloux?
Affreusement, ouais.
So, since this is a film about the most fashionable woman in the world, what kind of women's styles are you attracted to? What kind of looks?
God, you know, people keep asking me that. I don't know. Whatever my wife Emily wears, turns me on. It's so hard for me to find the words to describe it because I don't know anything about fashion. She knows a lot about fashion, and I can tell that she has some kind of style. I just don't know what it's called, you know. Yeah, I mean, she's sort of, I guess it's fairly understated, but she has a little rock and roll in her too, and there's nothing that, she doesn't ever look like she worked too hard at it, but there's something kind of effortless about it, and I guess she has a body that suits clothes pretty well, I think. I kind of tend to wear what she tells me to. I mean, I think when we met, I was just hopelessly dressed. She told me that I used to wear lots of billowy white shirts and had kind of long Fabio hair or something like that, and that she's kind of refashioned me. But no, I mean, I tend to shop at vintage stores, and I have like a few things that I wear all the time, and when I go to work for 2 months out of town, I bring like a small carry-on bag, and that's about it.
So did you know how to play the piano for this before this?
The piano was probably, of all the things I had to learn, the thing that I had the biggest head start with. I mean, I'm musical, and I play several instruments, and not that well. I certainly had to spend some time on that particular piece because it's Scott Joplin's classically some of the hardest piano to learn because his left hand is bouncing back and forth in this particularly challenging way. But much harder than that was the French and the horseback riding and the dancing and all that kind of. I'm not a great dancer, and I'm not a great horseman, and my French kind of sucked when I started the movie, so I had my work cut out for me going into this job. Yeah, I know you're going to ask, how did I get the job? You know, it's a good question.
No, I wanted to ask how you sort of mastered these things and made it look so good.
Oh,
the horseback riding.
Just hours and hours of hard work. The French, I had a tutor come to my house for a couple of hours a day for 2 months before I started, and then it really wasn't until halfway through the filming that I got comfortable enough with the language to feel like I was relaxed in the scenes and able to kind of really listen and respond in a natural way. I mean, the first 2 months of the shoot, I was just, I mean, you know, my sphincter was like that.
That's a lovely image.
That's how you feel when you're trying to act in another language, and I felt like you know, it was just I did everything I could to immerse myself in the world of the movie, which is part of the excitement of a job like this. That's way out of your comfort zone. It's just like hurling yourself into a freezing cold bath and just trying not to scream, and that's kind of what the experience of doing the movie was like.
So will you ever get on a horse again?
Well, now, I mean, God, now I have all kinds of skills. I'm a Renaissance man, baby.
Do you really like take those skills and use them again that you learn in film?
Well, sometimes. I mean, right now I'm doing a movie with Abby Breslin called Janie Jones, which is about a rock singer, and I had done a bit of that in Laurel Canyon, and so I'd had some experience recording, and in this movie I've had to do twice as much of that, but I came into it with a fairly good sense, you know, comfort in the studio, and I don't know that I've necessarily. I mean, I've tried to have as much variety in my career as possible, and so I don't like to do the same part over and over again. And so I always try and find something as different from the one before as I possibly can. But I've certainly accumulated a lot of kind of eclectic skills over the years, just from doing roles that have exposed me to worlds that I never would have been exposed to otherwise, which is definitely one of the best things about being an actor.
Do you think there's a CD in the works?
Oh, for the movie I'm doing now?
Or do you...
Oh, no, God, no. I have no professional ambitions towards rock and roll. I'd much rather live the rock and roll lifestyle vicariously in a movie than live it out in my own life. I've got too many responsibilities now.
Gotcha. Thank you. It was so nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. It was great to meet you.
Toutes les femmes te regardent.
Toutes les femmes te regardent toi.